Hey there, welcome to Artsy Wisdom. My name is Diane. I'm going to be doing readings for all the different signs for the second part of 2023. This is August 1st, so I'm doing it for 5 months, really, not 6. But the cards I'm going to be pulling, one for each month: August, September, October, November, December, and then an overarching theme card. Some popped out, so I already pulled those aside as an additional thing. When I get the feeling to pull them out, I do. Thank you to all my subscribers, all my likes and thumbs up people, anybody who comments. So appreciate it. I'm growing my little mighty but exciting channel. Anyway, hope you find this all helpful to you. That's my goal. So I'm pulling cards for Gemini, and then I'm going to put the camera down, Gemini. So August, September, October. Let's do it this way. August, September, October, November, December. And I will pull this one just because that's extra. So August, September, October, November, December, Gemini. Oh, goodness. So there's some... So Two of Pentacles for August. Gemini's, you're sociable and you have a lot of activities and a lot of social things happening. So you might be juggling two different people, places, situations, events, relationships, problems, money, jobs, any of those things. See the infinity sign on the bottom? She's tiptoeing through each. Geminis just are always busy. You guys, if you're not busy, I feel like you've got something else in your chart. Geminis like to be social, and they're just very communicating people and visiting and community oriented neighborhood. They're also the teachers of the early years, elementary school and junior high and high school. So it may be that, it's August, it's school, and you're juggling family and your job responsibilities. And maybe you're teaching two classes at once. You're co-teaching with another teacher. That would be kind of what I'm feeling here. And I'm feeling like she is in control, even though she can't decide, or she's got two things to go between. She's in control. You're in control in August. You're just doing two different things. And in September, this is, usually the moon is about like not being able to see the truth sometimes, or it's a mystery, or it's a little confusion, or somebody might. But in this way, in this card, I see you resting. I see somebody in September that has had a long summer and a lot of activities, and you're like, I'm going to sit outside on my porch in September when it's just getting cool and watch the stars. That's the feeling I get. Or the moon. Today's a full moon, actually, right about now. Full moon in Aquarius. So that may be something that's related to you, because Aquarius is a air sign, and so are you, Gemini. So it's a good for you to channel that energy to a fruition. Full moon means something that is that's been working on, especially in your Aquarius house, and it's coming to a fruition, or something that you've been there. Yeah, I'm seeing this as a very positive thing in September. There's also a possibility of get-togethers again, but in a more sedate, less crazy way. For you Geminis, you might be having people over, or girlfriends over, to have some wine in the evening and sit outside in blankets and talk about everything. That's the feeling in September I get, which is a really pleasant experience. I'm feeling I want to come over. Invite me over. Okay, so, and then October is the High Priestess. So it's a little bit deeper. High Priestess is about a deep spiritual, it can be a real person, but it also could be you getting into a deeper understanding of your spirituality. It also could be something you're confused about. And both of these are about mysteries, or things that you might be confused about. So maybe something is niggling at you here in September that it starts to percolate up, and you're like, I've been thinking about this, and I don't know if I want to keep this relationship going or this friendship or keep doing this activity where I don't feel validated. And maybe that's just something, it's kind of comes up over time. And then you're like, you have to sort through the confusion in October. That's the feeling I get. It also feels darker, even though this is a 2 card. And I know this is the moon and it's dark, but I almost feel like she is coming to you in your dreams in October. You're going to have possibly some dreams where you're going to get some answers or get some solutions to the problems maybe you're having, or some sorting through. This is also maybe ancestors that come into your dreams, people that have passed on that you miss or even don't miss, and they speak to you and give you ideas or solutions, or just put a little word in your mind or a little thought, and you just like, what? Oh, how did I think of that? That could be in October. And you also could find that you delve deep. Once you start going down that lane, you might find that you can work on your spirituality a little bit more. You're like, oh, I can open up this whole channel. Because Geminis can be a little cerebral, right? So being spiritual is like the second tier. You know, Geminis are very communicated. And all the Geminis I know are very spiritual. So maybe that's, I don't know, assuming a lot of things here. 6 of Swords. So in November, there's going to be some changing. You're going to be moving. You're going to let go of some things that have been in the past that no longer. So maybe this soul searching or this information that has been coming to you in a gentle, non-threatening, just super, what's the word? Soft, natural way. And then you go, oh, hey, I realize now I'm not going to live like that anymore. And I'm moving on. So this might be a time of thinking. September, October, you just kind of get into a place of contemplation. And then you move on. These are swords, so it doesn't necessarily mean you're moving away, but it does mean metaphorically or spiritually or hypothetically, or, you know, some sort of emotionally, you're moving to a different place. Doesn't mean you're leaving anybody or literally, but it could, but more than likely it's just you're like, it doesn't work for me anymore. I'm going to stop doing that. It could be an old habit or a way you're thinking, because swords are about thinking. So, yeah. And you move on, and it may be a little bit of a difficulty to do that, because in December you find that you've got 6 and 7 of Swords. So November and December could be about you having, like, you're getting, rebound effects, where things are coming to you and you're going, well, I did this and I want to do that, and I have an idea. This is going to solve the purpose. But you realize that some of it you can't leave behind because it's hard. That's the feeling I get, is like, you want to leave these people. Like, he's looking behind him and he's like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to take my swords and go home. But there's a pull. That's the feeling I get. There's a pull of old ways of life or old patterns or habits. Maybe it's about the way you communicate, or the way you react to things, or maybe it's about just a habit of like smoking or eating or something. But I don't feel like it's that. Well, maybe it is. But anyway, so that's December. So maybe a little conflicted. That's the feeling I'm getting. You're a little conflicted in December. But then these 2 cards, I've got the King of Swords and the 6 of Wands. So, and the Knight of Cups. That was the last one I pulled. So these 2 popped out. This is about being victorious. I can't think of the word. Victorious. And the King of Swords, he is the strong leader in regards to non-emotional, very straightforward, the executive who calls the shots in a big corporation, and he doesn't mince words. Sometimes he can be cruel, but there's a victorious card, like after a long struggle. So overarching theme is you're going Gemini, in the way of success. This is telling me, this popped out before. So this is telling me that regardless of what this is, you're going to dive deep August, September, October, and you're going to maybe make some decisions about moving away from something, or a project, or a thing, or an event, or a person, or a habit, or a pattern. Something that isn't working, but there's some pushback, and you get conflicted in December because you don't want to get rid of all of it. You want to get rid of some of it. So you have to do some more work. And then this is the other part of it. And this is also really good. So you get an offer this is an emotional offer in the overarching theme. So there's people that are very, I don't want to say cold, but straightforward, they don't mess around. They're just like, take no prisoners. This is what you're supposed to do. And this could be a father figure or a mentor or somebody at work or somebody that is maybe part of this situation where you can't get away from the thing that you want to get away from because they're very strong. That could be part of it as well. But you will. And then you've got this other support that they're offering to you, this Knight of Cups, which could be a romantic offer. It could be a offer of love. But it also could just be an offer of emotional support. And it's action. So it also could be taking care of yourself as well, and doing things that make you feel good. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag, Gemini. So let me know how that works for you this rest of 2023. I appreciate any comments. Till next time.